Hey guys, this is Heretic, and in today's video we're going to be covering the top 10 mistakes noobs make in War and Order.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Scrolls. Oh, come on. Why is everyone running the same way? No. Hey, oh, this is bad. Very bad.
Number 1. Noobs ignore hospital upgrades.
Okay. What should we upgrade? Hospitals and medic tents? Nah, I'll never die. Let's do castle again!
So this is one of the biggest rookie mistakes. You ignore your hospital and medical tents while you're raising up your castle and all of your buildings as you're growing, especially at the beginning of the game. Your hospitals are what hold your wounded troops. So the more capacity that you have in your hospital, the more troops go to being wounded instead of being killed when you're attacked. So it's really important that you grow your tents and you build up your hospital and keep it somewhat close to where you are with your main castle. You can look over here and also with your march, which is really important as well. But I always try to keep one march at home if I'm not shielded. And you can check here how many I can have. Wounded is 345,000. So if I get attacked, the first 345,000 troops would go to the hospital, and then everything else would go to sanctuary minus what I lose, right, that are dead. So even for myself, raising up my hospital and my medical tents is really important. All right, number 2, not picking a troop type.
God. Which way am I meant to go? I can't choose.
And this actually still happens. In the beginning, or somewhere between 1 and 20, 1 and 25, you need to pick, am I going to be cav or am I going to be infantry? Is my backline going to be mages or archers? You have to pick those. You can't just create all of them. Noobs will. They will just create all of them and they'll just be terrible. You need to pick one, and it becomes really apparent why when you look at your Lord skills, and you have to kind of choose a path to go down. And so you're not going to be able to do mage and archer attack and still get to your SOS quickly. That sort of thing. It's really important. Also, your gear. Your gear is going to be geared towards either cav or infantry. Same thing, either archers or mages. So you have to pick along the way. Later on, it even becomes more important because you get over to the Mystic College and you have your mage rung of very expensive when it comes to Azurite, which is the most expensive resource in this game. You know, it will be very difficult to try and do both your mages and your archers. Like, you can't. So you're going to have to pick one and stick with it. Same thing for your front line. It becomes really, really important. All right. Number 3, not joining an active alliance.
Organized, shiny, terrifyingly competent, or whatever that is. Hi. Yep, easy choice. I'm with them.
This one hurts. It just really hurts to watch people who flounder around in these alliances that are not winning, that are not very competitive, and they don't have a lot of activity. So I've been playing mobile games now for a long time, and I can tell you the difference is night or day. You can be in a more casual alliance with at most 20, 30 people online for events. And it's one thing, and you can actually have fun in that, right? But when you get over and you experience having 70, 80, 90 people in events, it's completely different. You're going to win more events. You're going to get better rewards. You're going to have more success. You're going to get more out of the game than you would in a very kind of mediocre alliance. All right. Number 4, a noob is going to waste all their speedups and their gems between events.
Wait! What are you doing with those?
Everyone back! He's got speed-ups!
These, they say use in case of emergencies. This kind of feels like one.
The war isn't for 3 hours!
3 hours too many.
Don't you
Here
dare!
goes nothing.
No!
Aha!
They're going to speed and hit farms. They're going to use all of their normal speed ups on their castle upgrades. They're going to, same thing with their troop training. They may use all of their gems on it because they want to have a higher power or whatever. And then when they get to the events, they're out of all the speed ups to be able to heal. They're going to not have any march speed ups to attack when you need to attack with speed. They're going to be completely out because now they've wasted everything on things that don't really matter, and they don't have it available when it matters to the whole team. All right, number 5, skipping daily quest.
Another day, another glowing thing to ignore.
Daily completed.
Good for you, stranger. I'll just be here.
So these daily quests, and I know I'm just barely into the day here, but these daily quests are really important. They have great rewards here that you can get. It's all free. You can get it every day. People who skip these, just skip doing them, are complete noobs. It's not just this, it's also Infinity Wars. So Infinity Wars has great rewards here in the shop that you can get. And all you have to do is just do the event every day. Actually, you just have to run through the whole thing once a week. And then you can come over here and just do this auto. And you'll get your courage coins here. And you can use those. Same thing on the Star Ruins. You need to do this every day because you're going to end up with great birthstones crystals, these that you can pick whichever kind that you need. It'll just help you grow. It'll help your technology grow up. So, and doing these quests are going to give you a lot of your resources and things that you need to do just to grow your castle. So not doing them is a very noob thing. All right. Number 6, not protecting your troops and resources.
Incoming. On the line. Okay, shield scroll. Just open it. Why isn't it? Oh no. Cavalry at the gate! I didn't activate it. I forgot to shield them.
So here on the map, and it's going to come in 2 different ways. One, within your realm, most realms, there are alliances fighting, not in every realm. But if your alliances are fighting, you can be attacked with an SOS, which doesn't really hurt the attacker if they do it, if they're not dumb. But it will hurt you. Right? If I had my whole 2.4 million at home and I wasn't shielded and I got attacked by someone somewhat strong or a multitude of people, I could lose a lot, and that would be very painful, and it would be hard to play if you lose all of your troops and your resources. It makes it very difficult. So what you need to do, and a noob won't care. They won't even know. They'll forget their shields all the time. Like, everybody's going to at least once let their guard down. At least once. And they're going to get hit once. At least. A noob is going to let it happen a lot of times. Over and over and over. Don't be a noob. Protect. Send your troops to the fort. Send your troops to other people who, have a shield chat, and we do, but I'm not going to show it here. We have a shield chat where, people will say, hey, I'm at this location. I have a 3-day shield. You can put your troops with me, and they're good for 3 days. So that's really, really important to have, is some way of being able to take care of each other. And it's the same thing with resources. So if you have a ton of resources and you're saving up for something, if you're getting close to that, and you're about to do a big upgrade and it's going to use those resources, just bite the bullet and use a shield. Do not allow yourself to lose all of your resources. That would be terrible. And for your farms, go out and attack your farms. Get all the resources off the farm so you don't have to shield 50 different castles, and just shield the one. That's collecting. You could have a collector account that just does that as well. So number 7, rushing castle levels and then not spending on tech, or not focusing on your technology.
By the stars, it's beautiful.
This is a very common noob mistake that happens, especially at the beginning of the game. They will just go through and they'll just do whatever it takes to advance their castle. And then they won't do anything like their in higher levels, but your high technology, they won't spend any azurite on that. They won't even just do research, your basic research here. They'll leave that off. They'll just focus everything that they can, every single resource, on just the requirements to upgrade their castle. And then they'll get to castle level. I've seen castle level 40s who had what a normal castle level 20 tech would be. That they just focus just on their castle, on getting it to 40, and to the detriment of everything else. All right, and number 8, another thing that people really underestimate is killing monsters.
Huh, look at that. Perfectly straight. Could probably roast a marshmallow on this thing. Bootlace keeps coming loose. Might as well fix it while I'm here. Oh, don't mind me. You look busy. Yep. Nice day, though.
I would say, for me, the number one purchase in the game is this auto attack. And just every day, you should max out, even at the beginning, even at the very beginning of the game, you should be killing monsters. And you do this because it's going to give you Lord XP, and it's going to give you resources, and it's going to give you materials for making your equipment. So it's really important to kill monsters and to keep this going. You can do it without the auto attack. I do it with the auto attack usually when I'm going to go to sleep. I will, make sure I'm shielded, and I will just run my auto attack while I sleep, and then when I wake up, it's maxed out. And I'm good to go. Or at least it'll use all of the stamina potions that I have, and then I'll get my scrolls, which I don't have any on me right now, but you'll get scrolls. Once you get to attacking level 26 monsters and higher, you'll get scrolls, and when you get 10 of them, you'll get around a 100 azurite for the 10. And so you can get a maximum of around 500 azurite a day if you do this right. Azurite, again, is the number one resource. It's the most difficult resource to get. And it's what will hold you back from going, especially when you get to like 34 and you're trying to get to 35. It's very difficult. And above, it gets worse, right? So kill monsters. Noobs don't do it, but you should. Number 9, people who do not listen in events.
All right, steady. Listen up. On my command, we hold. Got it? Wait for me. No one moves until I say... Let's go! Wait. Oh, come on.
Happens every single time. Hey guys, make sure that you follow the times. So in Fortress Wars, they'll say B12 at 39. So they're going to be going by these markers up here, like these event timers, right? These timers you see on the top right, and you're looking at the minutes and the seconds. So if they say go at 39, you would go at the next time we get to 39. And what people do, they don't pay attention and they go when it's close, right? I don't know if they're like building their march before they send it and they're trying to anticipate the time. They end up 3, 4, 5 seconds ahead of everybody else, and then they get 0. And it gives away the attack. And so it kind of messes it up for everybody. Happens there. It happens in Elite Wars also. And it can be the difference between your team winning and losing, on the ability for people in your group to pay attention and follow the plan and follow the leader. But noobs never do it right. They'll also just chat during the events when everybody else is trying to pay attention to the leader. They'll say something like, hey, we should do this or we should do that. Just be quiet. Save it until after the event. Then talk to the commander and say, hey, when we were in this position, I think we could have done this. Do it after the event. Don't interrupt the event. Even if you're going to lose, it's better to lose as a team than making everybody second guess the leader. All right, number 10 and the last one. And this happens a lot. Everybody has a budget.
Nothing like a premium chest to start the day. Worth every coin. And this, whatever it is bundle, can't be bad if it's shiny.
He's throwing gold at the worst deals in the kingdom. Does he not see the value packs?
Smart shopping.
Even the biggest whale, their budget's going to be a lot higher than other people's, but everybody has a budget. Most of us aren't that high. So you need to be able to pick the packs that are most beneficial, and don't waste on the packs because you're in a hurry to get these jewel essences as fast as you can. And so you just burn through all of your budget, and then you're not getting the number of items for the money that you're spending in a reasonable way. So you're overspending on things where you shouldn't, basically. And you should be using tools like Wow Tools. And I have no affiliation with them at all, but I use it all the time. If I need to figure out, like, I have a budget for the amount of Azurite and the amount of spending that I have, but I'm going to spend on Azurite. So I will put in, this is my budget per month, and it will tell me basically which packs I should be choosing. It'll tell me the value of each of those packs. So I know that usually the bottom, like if we look in one here, we'll just look at this. I'm not prepared for this, but let's look. So if you look at the first pack here at $5.99 for 10, that would mean that it's 59 cents per essence, right? Then you go to the next one, and it's 14 for $9.99. So you're only getting four more for $4, right? You can tell that the value per item has gone down. So using a tool like Well Tools to maximize your budget is really important, and noobs never do it. They just think about the thing that they want to upgrade at that moment. They blow their budget, and then they're not able to grow their castle in a good way. I mean, it's all over the place. It's all here for you. Monthly specials are better than the weekly specials, and better than the daily specials. The limited sometimes are even better than the monthly specials. But looking at Wow Tools, looking at videos, I have a buying guide, looking at getting that information so that you don't waste your spending on things that aren't going to be a good value to you is really, really important. It's one of the most important things in this game. And that's the top 10 mistakes that noobs make in War and Order. If you recognize yourself in more than 3 of these, don't worry. We've all been there. If this is helpful, or if you can think of anything else that a noob would do, let me know in the comments, and drop a like, subscribe, and join me for more actual strategies, not noob strategies. See you in the next